my craft friends. In this video, we're going to be doing some relaxing fall DIY crafts. So let's go ahead and get started. For this DIY, we're going to be using these supplies plus a few other ones, but the main supplies are these two. The first one is going to be a muffin tin of your choice, and I just purchased this one at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And you're going to need some pumpkins. Now, I also got these at the Dollar Tree in their plus section, and they were only $3, and I thought that was a great deal for those beautiful pumpkins. And even if you wanted to use it for a garland, I think it's really stunning, and you could add some ribbon or some fabric to it. I think that would really elevate it. But for now, we're going to set those aside, and I'm going to keep mine simple. Now, I've seen these made before, and people do all kinds of crazy stuff to make it look aged and rustic or rusted, or like an old baking pan. Now, if you have an old baking pan or you find one at the thrift store, that's what I would do. I wasn't successful in finding one, so I'm going to be using this one from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, I'm going to be keeping it simple. I'm not going through all the cinnamon and all the this and that. Nope. Don't have time for that in my life. So anyway, I'm going to be spray painting mine with this espresso brown in a satin finish by Rust-Oleum. I'm going to spray it top and bottom. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, now that we have our pan spray painted, I'm going to add some Rub and Buff to mine. And I'm going to be using the Antique Gold Rub and Buff. And I'm going to be adding it to the top of my pan and to the bottom of my pan around the little muffin cups here. And so let's go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so now we have our pan rub and buffed. I think it looks so pretty. I love that. It's so good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some raffia and we are going to glue the raffia inside of our little muffin tin cups. So let's get going and do that. And this is I'm kind of winging. Oops, there's River. He's barking at something. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and maybe just glue it in like that and then trim it. Make it kind of like rustic like that and then trim it. I don't know which would be easier. Probably like that and then just trim around it maybe. Might be easier. Because I was thinking like maybe sticking it out like that, but I don't know how that's going to go. So let's see. This could be a disaster. We don't know. This could be a disaster, but we'll see. We will see. All right. And I think what I'm going to do... Uh-oh. Oh, I know what it is. I know what she's barking at. The kids are getting off the school bus. She's like, nope, I'm not having it. Not having it. You kids, you crazy kids. Okay, and I think how I'm going to do this is maybe tie it into little bundles. I think that'll be best. That way I can control where the glue goes. And I'll do like a bundle there and then a bundle there. Yeah, so let me show you what I mean here. Let's make another bundle. So we made two bundles. Now I'm just going to glue them in like a crisscross, like that. Crisscross. So let's see how this goes. May go, may not go. We'll see. But anyways, I'm just going to use hot glue as well. And then I'll just put that in there. And then we're just going to stick it down. All right, so we got that one stuck in there like that. So now we're going to take our other one, get some of these trimmed off. It's kind of crazy. We're going to take our other bundle and we're going to glue it across the other one like this, like a crisscross. Crisscross applesauce, crisscross applesauce. Wasn't that a game back in the day? I don't know. Was that like a jumping a jump rope game or something, crisscross applesauce, or I don't know. Am I delusional? Am I hallucinating? Okay, so now we have that stuck in there like that, and it is really kind of wild. So I'm wondering if I should trim it before. Maybe I'll trim it a little bit before, because what we're going to do now is we're going to stick a pumpkin inside of our little nest here. So let's get one of the pumpkins off. And these pumpkins come like this, so I'm going to cut this in half because I kind of want to use the twine as a little bow on the top. So we'll do that. And then we're going to take our little pumpkin. Let's see if I could tie it here. Oh yeah, that's kind of cute. All right, so now we have that done. And we're going to put some more stuff on there. But for now, we've got that. I might even turn it into a bow. We don't know. But anyways, we're going to start by putting some hot glue in. And we're going to glue our pumpkin into our muffin tin. So let's do that. Here we go. That looks so cute already. I can already tell I love it. And I know a lot of people that I've seen do these different variations of it use the Spanish moss, which is fine, but I need to get some Spanish moss, and I also thought this would be so cute, the raffia. So now we have that glued in, and what I want to do is I want to cut this raffia to make it look like a natural little raffia cupcake liner for our little pumpkin cupcake. So let's see if we could do that. I think I need sharper scissors here. Yeah, let's use these here. Oh, it's looking so cute. Yes, this was a perfect idea for mine. Okay, and then we have what looks like this. Look at that cute little pumpkin cupcake liner with the, I think that is so adorable. Okay, so now we're going to do the rest of them like this one. Okay, and now we have our little pumpkins all glued inside. We have our raffia little cupcake liners. We have those trimmed off. So now I'm going to finish mine off with little bows on each of my little pumpkins. So let's get those glued on here. I'm trying to talk fast because a storm is coming and it is loud. So loud. So we're going to go ahead and get these glued on. All right, and then we have this cute little pumpkin display for our fall kitchens. I think it turned out so adorable. What do you guys think? I think it's going to look perfect in my kitchen on my cabinets. Now for this DIY, we're going to be taking this wood plaque sign. It's just a blank from Walmart. And we're going to be turning it into not a sign, but we're going to be turning it into a beautiful fall tray. And this is going to be quite simple. You're just going to start by removing the hanger here and the little staples, and we'll get that done. Remove that. Okay, so we have that removed. Now I want to add a interesting design to mine, and to do that I think I'm going to implement a couple of ideas. My first idea is I'm going to be taking this word, it's like, what do they call this? It's faded text background, and it's a stamp I purchased from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to be stamping that down. Then I'm going to be adding a design to that. So let's go ahead and get our stamping done and see how that goes for us. And I'm going to be using some of this waterproof archival ink in black. And I'm just going to start by covering my stamper. Move that over here, and then we'll just press it down. Now I hope this works. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, let's hope it works. Okay, so now we're going to start by, and I'm going to leave a little border around mine on the inside here. So I'm going to start right about there, and we'll stamp this. And it's just going to be a faded background design, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so let's keep going. And I noticed that my board is a little bit wonky there, but that's okay because our design will probably cover that up. So now we're going to take and we're going to just go side by side here, leaving enough room over here. And we're going to press that in, making sure that we get all of our boards pressed in there. Perfect. Then we have what looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. You can just see the light little background of it. We're going to put this up for now. Then what we're going to do is I want to add a design on this side of my tray as well. And for that, I think I'm going to use this little stamp here. And I think that'll work out perfectly. So let's go ahead and try that. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that. Don't you love that? I love it so much. Okay, so now we have what looks like this. I think it looks so pretty already. What do you guys think? I love it. I'm loving it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this beautiful fall pumpkin that I cut out on my silhouette machine. Oops, upside down. And we are going to stencil on our pumpkin design. All right, now we have our stencil down, and I'm just going to be stenciling mine with this matte black acrylic paint by Apple Barrel. I'm going to be using a makeup sponge for mine. And I'm just going to start very lightly, just dabbing it like this, very light. We can always go darker. Plus, with it being an uneven surface, you have to be a little more careful to not use too much paint or it'll run underneath. Okay, now that we have our stencil done, now is the moment of truth, and we're going to remove it, and hopefully it turned out good. Oh, it looks very good. Nice, I love it. And then once I have my design stenciled on, I'm just gonna take some 80 grit sandpaper and go over it and distress it. All right, now that we have it sanded, we have what looks like this. I think it's so pretty. Do you not love that? All right, so now what we need to do is seal it. Since it is ink, I mean, it's waterproof, but I want to make sure everything is sealed so I can use this as a tray. So what I'm going to do is take mine out and I'm going to give it a few good coats of this satin clear enamel by Rust-Oleum. So let's go do that and then we'll continue on with our project. Okay, now we have it sprayed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some handles to mine, and I'm going to be using these twine handles. And what I did is I measured out where I wanted my handles to be, and then I pre-drilled the holes, and so now we're just going to attach our handles. All right, and then once we have our handles on, we're left with this beautiful rustic serving tray. What do you guys think? Just make sure you always look at objects at the store differently than just what their intended purpose is.